The 3 new characters we are getting in version 1.1 are shaping up to be amazing. And notice I said 3 and not 2. That is because yes, I am including all 3 new PubSec units we will be getting in 1.1. Now, a few of you may be asking, why am I including that guy and amazing in the same sentence without the words is not? But don't worry, that's exactly why I'm here, to explain to you his kit, exactly where the value in his kit lies, and why you may be wanting to add this guy to your account if you're going to be pulling for Jane Doe in version 1.1. Now, this guy has a name and it's Seth. Seth is a defense character who scales off of attack, but unlike the other defense character in the game, Ben, he does not provide a shield to all of his allies. He provides 1 shield to 1 ally that he quick assists into. Yes, he is a defense character that can actually cause quick assist, and you can quick assist into the next character after doing his enhanced basic attack, which will allow you to transfer that shield to the next character. Now, you may have just heard that and thought to yourself, isn't that worse than Ben? But it actually ain't worse than Ben. It's actually better than Ben for Anomaly team specifically. Now, his shield, just like Ben's shield, is locked behind his core skill. When he launches the enhanced version of his special attack or his EX special attack, he will do his EX special attack as well as trigger a quick assist to, it says the previous teammate in the translation, but I think it may mean the next teammate. We'll have to see when it actually drops. But if it says previous teammate, then you'll have to change your team accordingly, or your team lineup accordingly, because you can't really play around with quick assist that much, especially when a quick assist actually switches a buff over to a character. Because if you do it too early and cancel out the quick assist, you won't get the buff. So you actually do need the quick assist to get the buff here. But the shield will actually last for 25 seconds and give that character a 50 anomaly mastery buff. This is amazing for Jane Doe. If you didn't know anything about Jane Doe has some things in her kit that scale off of anomaly mastery, and the things that scale off of anomaly mastery are nasty. It's actually disgusting how busted this character can actually get. I'm about to hit you with 2 walls of text, so if you ain't a reader, shield your eyes from this and just listen. If you are a reader, then I got you, but also just listen. Jane Doe has this install mode that she goes into called Frenzy, that she can build stacks towards when she does a perfect dodge or perfect parry. Or you can also get a full max bar of Frenzy if you do a chain attack or ultimate. While in this Frenzy state, she does gain a buff or 2 buffs. She gains 1 buff being a increase in her physical anomaly accumulation rate by 20%. And also, if her anomaly mastery is higher than 120, each point above 120 will increase her attack power by 2, stacking up to 800 attack. So basically you would need about 520 anomaly mastery to get the max benefit from this attack buff. And attack does increase the base value at how much your assault as well as how much your disorder procs will do as well when you're using Jane Doe. So this is a very, very good buff to definitely keep in mind when building her. So the second thing that she will scale off of anomaly mastery for is her core skill. When she attacks the enemy, and yes, this is any attack in her kit, anything, as long as she attacks the enemy, it will inflict a debuff called Bite for 10 seconds, triggering Assault or extended debuff for 5 seconds, and it doesn't seem to have a max stack, so you can definitely just keep this up indefinitely. Assault will now be able to crit. Yes, you heard that right. Assault will now crit. We out here critting with DOTs, y'all. Assault will now crit with a base crit rate of 15%. Yeah, that's kind of low. And a crit damage of 75%. That's kind of meh. But each point of anomaly mastery will increase the crit rate by 0.1%. So if you have about 200 anomaly mastery, you're basically getting about 20% crit. Makes it about 35% crit, and crit every so often on your assaults. If you can get about 300, that's about 45%. And Seth will help with these tremendously because you're guys basically getting a free 50 anomaly mastery for 25 seconds whenever you're swapping into him doing his basic rotation. You're basically getting a free 50% anomaly mastery, which will help with meeting these baselines and helping Jane Doe do even more damage. Not to mention that Seth's faction passive actually reduces the accumulation resistance of the anomaly accumulation resistance of all attributes to the enemy that you actually hit with the enhanced basic attack, or the final hit of the enhanced basic attack, for 20 seconds. So you're basically getting an increase to anomaly buildup to any attribute by 20% for 20 seconds. alongside all of these boosts that Jane Doe is getting. The she also gets a anomaly build up increase in her faction passive as well. She actually gets, I believe, like 35% if the enemy has an anomaly on them already. So if you come in on Jane Doe and the enemy's already shocked, she has 35% increased anomaly attribution or anomaly accumulation buildup, and then Seth reducing the resistance by 20%. It basically cuts the amount of anomaly proficiency that you actually have to build for this team by a landslide. So you basically probably won't need to build past 150-ish anomaly proficiency, which is relatively easy to hit, and you'll be able to see huge dividends. And it only gets better when Seth has cinemas. When he has cinemas, he turns from just a shielder to almost a S rank DPS. That's just ridiculous. Let me go over the cinemas a little bit. Let me yap a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Let me yap. So assuming they put Seth on Jane Doe's banner, because I do think that they will put Seth on Jane Doe's banner because the synergy is just too good for them to put him on King E's banner. I don't really think he works well with an electric stunner. I think he works way better with an anomaly character. So I think they definitely will put him on Jane Doe's banner. C1 is extremely good value-wise, in my opinion. You get a shield value increase of 30%. This is just a flat shield value increase without any attack scaling or anything like that by 30%. And when the shield expires, you actually keep the buff for an additional 10 seconds. So you get a 35-second anomaly mastery buff, which is huge in my opinion. C2, when entering the battle, you actually gain 75% of spirit. I know I didn't go over his kit, but spirit is basically his equivalent to a forte gauge in Wuthering Waves. It's like his bar. When you have spirit, you can do the enhanced basic attack, so you get the shield and the anomaly mastery buff. And the attribute accumulation of the enhanced normal attack is increased by 30%. So when you enter the battle with Seth, you get to do his enhanced basic attack immediately, and anytime you do your enhanced basic attack, your attribute accumulation is going to be increased by 30%. Huge, because again, his enhanced basic attack also reduces the resistance to attribute accumulation by 20%. So essentially, you are again circumventing that accumulation attribute or anomaly proficiency. C4, doing a perfect parry, grants Seth 5 energy. Pretty good, being that he's a defense character. You definitely want to be parrying with him because, you know, he's defense, parry, you know, it just works. It just makes sense. C6, this is the big one that turns this man into a monster, in my opinion. When the final hit of enhanced basic attack hits the enemy, it will cause damage equal to 500% of Seth's attack. This is basically a Lin Yang multiplier and Wuthering Waves. This man has a Lin Yang outro skill multiplier in his C6, and it's guaranteed to crit, and the crit damage of the hit is increased by 60%. A guaranteed to crit, 500% scaling on the enhanced normal. This makes him ridiculous in my opinion. Like, he damn near is a 5-star DPS in my opinion. If his multipliers match this damage that I'm seeing right here, I will definitely be pulling Seth. But that's enough yapping out of me. That's the video. The team that I will be running with this will definitely be Seth, Jane Doe, and Rena. I will be dropping Corin, dropping Ambi for Seth and Jane Doe, because the synergy is just too crazy. Rena's gonna be out here increasing the shock time. Seth and Rena are gonna be doing shocks like crazy because of the debuff from Seth, as well as Rena just being able to apply shock very, very easily, as well as the penetration buff from Rena. That's going to be, like, you know what I mean? It's just so much buffing going on the field that it's just like I don't really see much things living. But we will see when she drops. As you always do with any pre-release content, take all this with a grain of salt. She could drop and all of this could be wrong. So definitely hit this all with a grain of salt. This is just what we see as of right now in regards to their kits. They could definitely change by the time 1.1 does drop. Thank y'all for watching. I will catch y'all in the next video. Let me do my quick outro really fast. Yep, if y'all enjoyed the video, definitely drop a like or a sub on the channel. Definitely does help out tremendously with getting these videos out to new people. Again, this is a new game that I am covering. I don't really normally cover most gacha games. I think the last gacha game I actually covered was Honkai Star Rail. So a lot of my videos don't actually get pushed out for the most part from YouTube. So yes, any support that you guys do support on the channel definitely does help tremendously, and you guys have been supporting tremendously on the recent videos, and I definitely do appreciate it. So thank y'all for that. I definitely do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.